Turner and Jessica Winger. I saw two candidates. Will Jessica Winger and Dale Turner please come up? Cliff Stickney has withdrawn from the race.
Thank you for the invitation. I feel honored to come before you to be vetted to keep my seat. My name is Dale Turner. I'm the Chatham hybrid, I call myself. And first, let me say this too. I'm a writer, not a talker so much, but I'm going to try to just express to you everything that's in my heart, okay? All right, so my parents were Southern, but they migrated to New York and they had me there. So I was raised in New York and Chatham County because all of my relatives were still here in the South. I was educated in private and public schools, both in New York and in North Carolina. Went to college in New York and in North Carolina. So I feel like that gives me, it allows me to have a unique perspective on educational objectives and teacher pedagogy. I also had 45 years in finance, so I am naturally sensitive to being a good steward of taxpayer funds and public money. Having said all that, I ran for the board in the first place because I have a profound love and respect for children. And just like your great-grandparents and your parents and your grandparents saw that you had a good education so that you could be able to sit here today and have the careers that you had, that's what I'm going to do for these kids. I feel like I feel an obligation to give them the best knowledge and equip them with the best skills that they can have to survive in their world, which is going to look so much different from ours. And so that they can keep civilization to evolving, just as we evolved from horses and buggies to electric cars and to exploring in space. Their world is going to look so much different from ours, and we have no idea what it's going to look like. So I want to prepare them for all of that. What else can I tell you? Gary more or less said it all, but I feel very excited about what we've been able to accomplish over the last 12 years. We're ranking 24th out of 115 districts in the state. We just got our results back from our state accountability results, which are in the grade and in the course tests that our children took. They've only been out of this pandemic a little more than a year, but they are second in the state in math and third in the state in reading. Yeah. And as Gary mentioned, we're getting ready to implement some really great programs that will make them excel even more. But I'm really proud of what we've done over 12 years, and I'd like to stay to continue that. Thank you.
You've told us something everybody can be proud of, but now I want to get into a little bit of controversy. I'd like you to tell us what you think should be done about involvement in what materials should be placed in a school's library, or if a teacher is following the school's the state's curriculum, the leeway a teacher should have in deciding what materials the teacher uses in his or her class.
Okay, so by its very definition, education is supposed to be as broad and as vast as it possibly could be. I'm sure that when all of you went to school, you may have picked up some literature or film or something that your parents didn't approve of, and what have you, but they didn't stop you from looking at it or listening to it and what have you. They let you know that they disapproved of it, but they didn't stop you. Because as a U.S. citizen, even as a child, the minute they put U.S. citizen on your birth certificate, you are conferred with all the rights of an American citizen. That includes First Amendment and 14th Amendment rights. So children have rights too. So I'm against restricting people from trying to find some education, because some things we pick up we don't like. So pertaining to the school, like Gary explained, we have a process for that. Most of what the children get for academics and to write from and what have you is determined by the State Board of Education and the Department of Public Instruction. Teachers have a little bit of leeway in terms of the trajectory that they want in their classrooms, but I have yet to see a teacher go way to extremes in terms of picking out literature or anything, music or anything else. So I don't feel that teachers should be restricted, because if they, say for instance, if you had a teacher who's had a career in opera, or could have been a dancer or something like that, and has an idea that she wants to share with the students to enhance their skills, a skill that she sees in them, if she's restricted from doing it, then that child loses out. So I don't feel I feel education should be left alone to be education.